Well, good morning, everyone. And this is another edition of Donuts and Sunrise, and we're running about a half hour later than I wanted to be, but we're still made it in time for the sun to come up. We've got donuts from Schaefer House Bakery waiting for us in the truck, but we wanted to come and get this feed. There's a lake down there, Fair Lake, but it's covered with a cloud right now. And it is very pretty right now, and the sun's just about to come up right there. But we're gonna come back up here during the summer. When we looked at what time the sun comes up, we were looking at Logan time, not Bear Lake time. So we're a half hour behind our time. But we are going to hurry and get back in the truck because it's cold out here. We had to let the boys go potty, but looks like they did something else too. Just like, don't show that, but I'll have to go grab a bag and get that cleaned up. So we're gonna go get back in the truck, get warm, eat our Schaefer House donuts, and watch the sun come up. Oh, it is cold out there.
Wind, it's what,
17 degrees, so.
Wind is chilly.
Hank's like, where's my donut, Dad? I'm sitting here waiting patiently. Beau's back there waiting for his donut. We got them glazed donut. Jill will just break it up into little pieces and feed it to him. When we were getting up this morning, the boys weren't very happy. They thought, oh, Mom and Dad are going to work again.
They were really sad.
They're just kind of moping, and when Jill says, hey, you want to go get a donut, go for a ride? The jumping and flopping and hitting us to pick them up and take them was on. So they were pretty excited to come this morning. But
He's not having it.
you don't want the donut? He's like, not if I have to sit in the back seat. Hank's got a little bit of entitlement. He thinks he should be a front seat. Usually sits up here. Beau's a teenager,
That
so
doesn't apply. He sits here.
nah, it depends. A lot of times he tries to sit on my lap, and that's not really legal in some of the cities. Some of the cities have ordinances about letting your dog sit on your lap. So when I drive through Logan, knowing that it's an ordinance there, he gets pawned off onto Joe's lap. So anyways, let's watch the sunrise. It's getting brighter. You can see it's getting that yellow crown starting to come up over. I'm gonna eat my donut, and
Let's talk about this donut here.
this is my donut, by the way.
Is this really a donut?
That is.
Like, who goes to the bakery
A blueberry.
and gets this?
It's a blueberry cake donut. These are one of the best donuts.
If you're
Ever.
51, maybe.
No, I think 52-year-olds like them too. So
No, you're not. Are you 52?
no, I'm 51. But I'll turn 52 this year.
Yeah.
So well, let's see what you got. She's bashing on 51. She's bashing on the 51-year-old donuts, and she gets a 75-year-old donut.
A 75-year-old.
75
That
years.
is a 75-year-old donut.
No, this is good.
This is the classic. That's like little kids and old people eat those.
I'll bet you if I give Hank part of this, he'll eat it.
Probably.
Let me see. That's not gross. Hank, do you want a piece of Dad's donut? Try and get you some of the frosting here. Nope. He's not having it today. He's in the back seat. I'm gonna hurry and eat my donut, and then I'll let him come sit on my lap. Well, I just finished my donut. We're sitting here waiting for the sun to still crown. And Beau and Hank said, enough of sitting in the back. We want to be here for the big spectacular show. So they piled up in front. Tried to get Beau to sit here. He's like, no, Dad, I'm sitting on Mom's lap. And Hank's got a window view. Just sitting there watching and waiting. So, let me turn this around and show you what the sun looks like right now. Got Jill's camera out there recording it in time lapse. It's always cool to see it, the whole process as it goes by pretty quick, but you can tell it's just about here, probably another 5 minutes, and we'll start seeing that. Oh, I can actually just start to see the top of the sun peeking over right now. Look, you can probably see it.
How fast it is.
Yeah, it's coming pretty good, isn't it?
5 minutes.
Yeah, that wasn't 5 minutes. I was anticipating 5 minutes, but there it is. Donuts and sunrise. Jill decided she wanted to look cool for this process, so she threw on the shades. I got shades too.
Actually, it's very blinding. Nothing to do with being cool.
There we go. That's what the cool kids are doing. But, yep, there's the sun coming on up. I know our channel's been a little slow the last 2 months. I was venting my frustration about that last night with Jill, and she says, well, it's winter and it's harder to get out and do stuff, and that, I know that's no excuse, but that seems to be what happens with us. We're not much of winter people, but that's why I got the snowshoes, hoping that would make us get out and do stuff more, but we just got to quit being lazy butts and get out and do it. Jill bragged on the mountain a couple weeks ago how she could do a better lunch when we go snowshoeing, and I'm still waiting for her to step up to the plate and prove it, which it won't be hard, and you can make a dry bologna sandwich and it'll be better than what we had, but just waiting for her to say, grab the shoes, let's go. So yeah, look at that, it's all the way up. So
There it is, boys.
what do you boys think?
The boys were actually born over here. We were just reminding them that. Just right there, right down
Yeah, a mile down the road.
there. I think we've probably told you that Beau and Hank have the same mom. Different dads.
They do have quite a bit of snow over here. Look how tall these snow banks are. Down the hill you can see the snow's deep enough you can't see any brush or rocks or anything, so. But
Well, we did just get a very large snowstorm on one day this week. Not very many people realized it was coming, but I think they said we got like 10 plus inches or
On
something.
Tuesday, and it was all soaking wet.
Yeah, it was very, very heavy, but I'm sure they got a ton over here because of it.
Yeah.
But we're reaching that time of year where we can just be done now.
Yeah, we're all tired of it. Alrighty, well, I think this is the point where we're gonna drop down into Bear Lake, fill up our mugs, and then head back home. We were too late to stop at Maverick before we came up, so we'll just have to suffer and hit a chevron until we get back to Logan, and then we'll stop at Maverick and fill up. So thanks for watching, you guys. We appreciate you entertaining us by watching our videos, and it's
Shout out to Braden, our
yeah,
#1 fan.
that's what he says. Braden, our nephew, says he watches all of them. So Braden, if that's true, you probably ought to comment here and say, I'm watching this. We'll see if you're really our #1 fan like you claim to be. So we all know who that was for. So all right, love you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.